Good morning. Yeah, I am going to send some love and prayers. And as you can see, I still have my very early morning hairstyle. Good morning, Lynn. I have had a bad habit. I broke a tooth and I have keep biting myself in my cheek. So I had some difficult to speak and I was like, blown up in the side of the head. So I had to wait for the swallowing. Hello, Tracy, and good morning, Diana. So it is right now. I can actually smile. I mean, without hurting myself. So I have had a little low profile. So yeah, I have been, Lynn. I have been to the dentist. I got it fixed. It was when the drug that did like it was, you couldn't feel it, so you started to sort of, I mean, bite yourself. So it is up here, and yeah, anesthetic. Thank you, Tracy Love. And my computer. Oh yes, it goes numb. Okay, you call it numb. Yes. And that means, when you eat and something, it gets in your way. So it's better now. So but it's there's nothing to do. It is very painful. Yeah. So and the worst part is it's going to your nose. Oh, thank you, Lynn. So yeah, I am taking care of myself. I mean, some people might ignore it, but you know what? Sometimes you have to consider that. I mean, your health is not worth saving money from. Yeah, yeah. I really don't like dentists either, and they keep telling me they want to sort of make everything, come on, you need a bridge for 50,000. And I said, you know what, I am in that level of age where I don't have exactly, I mean. And when you go to the dentist, I said, you know what, the only thing I want you to fix is the pain and this roof, that broken tooth. Because I had a doctor that said, because of chemo, because of medication, my teeth are simply, moldering because of lack of chalk and vitamins in. So they're lost. I mean, there's no need to fix my teeth. They are crumbling. And you know what, don't waste, I don't want to waste money for it. I say, you know what, that day they're all crumbling away, we can talk about get some other ones, other ways. It's waste of money. I mean, because as it is now, it could cost me a fortune, and there's no need to it. I mean, exactly, Lynn. I'll give you about that. I would rather prefer that. I mean, instead of paying everything so much. And so no, and my computer have also been tricky. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, you're right, Tracy. And it is a waste of money. I mean, but you know what? For the dentist, I think it's more for see how much they can make, right? I mean, in my opinion, I'll give you right. It's better to wait. Yeah. So for now, it's just let them crumble off. I mean, even to get a tooth knocked out, it cost a fortune. I mean, but they keep want to take all these. She started to say she wanted to take a lot of X-rays, and I said, "You only need that one. What do you need for the rest of the teeth when I ask you to fix this?" Right, and it cost about 500 kroner every time they take a picture, and it's just this appointment to fix a broken tooth was about 5,000 Denmark. I mean, so nope. Oh yeah, I'm lucky. I didn't get any painkillers either, Diana. So lucky I have some at home. And you have to be careful. I mean, last time I got an infection, I was at the dentist. I started to sort of swallow up and get a very nasty infection. So it is not safe. I mean, if people think it's safe to go to a dentist, it isn't. I mean, some of them are really rude. If you don't want to sort of give them a lot of, yeah, Diana, I could guess that. I mean, I mean, most of, even doctors are starting to sort of want you to pay a lot of money and take a lot of experimental drugs. And I so quit it. So, and it really depends on the dentist if you have a good one. And I can assure you, it's getting more and more difficult to find honest people. I mean, honest doctor and honest dentist. I mean, that is very difficult these times. And hello, Deborah and Tracy. I just got your Skype this morning because when I sort of wondered, I went in and the computer demanded a reload and I mean, even the computer have sort of uploaded, reloaded, and what do you call it? Change structures. Oh yeah, money has taken over the medical field. Oh yeah, because the doctors are getting paid for it. So it was so lovely. My heart. So I sent you a text because I love you and have thought a lot about you. And I yes, my computer has dental issues. But you know what? Sometimes one misfortune doesn't come alone. I mean, things often comes in flow. You're welcome, Tracy. I mean, things often come in flows. So yeah, yeah, they come in trees. So I am sitting here and, waiting and horrified. What is the third thing that is going to come? And it's horrible because, I got two things now. And what is up to me? So this is how it is. Hopefully, yeah, it will be killing a bug. Yeah, I have also been packing paper, and I have a wonderful lady asking, I think it was Karen, that asked for some papers about colors, and I couldn't understand quite what it says, but I have all papers in colors. And the best way for me is if you just tell me what colors you like to order, and I will of course pack it so it is your that sort of design the sets of paper. I don't decide. I mean, you can get them in mixed packets, or you can decide if you want 6 blue and 6 red, or I just say 12 sheets is a set, and people just mention what colors you want and in what order, and I will pack them like this. I have made for Kansas and for Kathleen and Teresa, and I am going to send them Monday. So yeah, and my son called if I don't know, you girls eat Nutella, and I told him, but I don't mind because I have a little extra money. I can go and buy. He loves Nutella cakes. And he told me, Mom, when I was little and we were poor, like, I mean, and we couldn't afford to buy Nutella. You made the poor man's Nutella like your grandma did. And I said, yes, I remember that birthday where, I mean, he would so much like to have the kids, and what are we going to serve to the kid? And he said, Mom, you made these beautiful, and this homemade poor man's Nutella tasted so great. And he actually told me yesterday if I could make him some, yeah, grandma's Nutella. And I said, of course I can do that. Yeah, bless him. I told him, bless him. Yes, it is. I think so, because then I was thinking, you girls might want to see how you are actually making your own Nutella. So I was actually thinking, so tonight I am going to write the recipe and show you how my grandmother spoiled me as a child, and how I sort of made this fake Nutella. um, but I mean, because I was actually sitting, but kids, they are so popular. Hello, Elaine. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I would do that because it was so fun because I said, but we can afford buying it. But he says the taste is horrible. So, and it actually made out of powdered milk, some hazelnuts, and cocoa powder, and some sugar, and some flour or cornstarch, and you sort of boiling it up. But I am going to show you how to make it. I don't know if here in Denmark we can buy maizena, like a cornstarch maizena. Okay, it's already better than Nutella. I have never actually thought about how they produce this Nutella. Um, I have heard about it should be like, I mean, synthetic. Um, but I know it is much cheaper. Okay, yeah, corn flour. Okay, it's full of chemicals. Okay, then I don't blame my son if he say it is not tasting good. Wow. But I have sort of been on YouTube and seen how people try to see how our food are produced. Oh, your kid love Nutella. Yes, I am going to show how to make the poor man's Nutella. For bread, my grandmother, because we couldn't afford it, because Nutella is very expensive here in Denmark. Yeah, I mean, it is very expensive, and my kid love it. And I can remember I was going to have, yeah, mine is a young adult too. Yeah, it is too sweet. Yeah, but I think that's the problem because the kid was so, I mean, they liked it very much. And I saved this kid's, my son's birthday, and he came yesterday and asked if I could make him some what we call poor man's Nutella. Um, so I have promised him that I am going to make him some Nutella. Um, so because he says it's tasted horrible. That one you can buy. Yeah. So, and it's Elaine, it's cocoa powder. It's hazelnuts. It's cornstarch. It's milk powder, and it is water and some sugar, a small amount of sugar, but not much. And then I boil it up, but I will show you tonight, because today I am going to see how many of the ingredients I have in the kitchen, and then I am going to write down how I made it. Um, it's definitely not 50% sugar in mine, I can assure you. As you have seen, I am not a big fan of sugar. I can assure you. Um, so it is. I mean, so yeah, I am definitely going to show you how to make your own poor man's Nutella, because first of all, I found out it is much cheaper. You can make it much cheaper yourself. And I mean, I can understand of you, it's more healthy and more better tasting. So, and it can hold if you sort of keep it cold. You're welcome, Diana. Oh yes. Oh, you are eating Sour Patch lollies candy. Oh, candy is good too. So I got myself to some caramel. Uh, uh, oh, pudding, right, Tracy? Pudding. We call it pudding in English. Yes, caramel pudding. So I made that for me yesterday. Um, Powdered milk, water, uh, uh, yeah, powdered milk, water, cornstarch, and brown sugar. And that's it, because the brown sugar or molasses, I use a lot of brown sugar. That's it. And that's how I make caramel pudding. Uh, and I can assure you it tastes very good. It's not too sweet. Um, so yes, yeah, brown sugar is the healthier sugar. So I always use that. Or if I have to use ordinary sugar, I always buy the organic cane sugar. Yeah, honey is even healthier. So, and I sometimes get it too. Yeah. So, and that's why I always buy this non-bleach sugar. Yeah. So it is not going to pudding. It is going to, yes, I am going to show you, if you want to see how to make pudding too, tonight, and how to make poor man's Nutella. But I will try to put it in my group. So, oh, thank you, Tracy and Elaine and Diana. Yeah, I mean, it is not because, I mean, people keep asking why are you making everything yourself, because there is, even when I'm jam making, or I mean, yeah, yes, I am like the Willy Wonka of Denmark, because I mean, I am cheap. People call me cheap, right? Yeah, we are cooking. It is the crafty kitchen, Elaine. So you cook, and you are crafty in my kitchen. So yeah, uh, so and I keep saying, you know what? I am more concerned about, yeah, right, yes, Elaine. But what it actually is, because you know what, I am. It's slow food. You have to consider what you're eating. I mean, you why go and waste a lot of money? I mean, on something you can make yourself. And yes, I like to thrift because there's no need, I mean, to waste a lot of money on extra garbage, as I call it. Yeah. Yeah, if you have the time, it is good, but sometimes you know what? It's a matter of taking the time, because if we sit down and say, oh my, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that, I mean, sometimes life is about to take your time to it, because it is so easy to be distracted of so many things. Like when you are standing in a line and you think it is taking so much time, but in real life, it's actually not so time consuming as you actually first believe it is. And that's why yeah, exactly, Elaine. You know what? We didn't have all that processed food. I mean, we have to make our own food. I mean, yeah, no microwave, no fast food. Yeah, but even if you don't have a microwave, you can easily make fast dishes. Um, but that's right, Lynn. There's no such things as just picking things up from the freezer. You didn't have a freezer. You didn't have, I mean, all that coolness. It's okay, Tracy. Can you hang on, girls? I need some water. I need water. I'll be back. My mouth is dry. Sorry, girls. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tracy. So, yeah. Thank you, Elaine. Okay, sour cream apple chicken. We have something similar here in Denmark. Good morning, Emma. So it is like, everything is drying out now. Sorry. My guess, when you have tried to get home from the dentist and everything is numb and you forget it and try to drink something. I mean, I was doing that and the water just, poured down on me and forget about eating. It's yep. And it's still, kind of, I mean, yeah, a little. It is starting to waking up now. So now you know what is going on. If I start to drool, you know, it's like, and when you get all that, yeah, I have been dentist because I broke a tooth here. So it has been a couple of days where I haven't been able to do much or speak. Just sometimes you have to have a half an hour. I mean, where you sort of feel sorry for yourself. I think it's very healthy for you that you sit down, I mean, and feel sorry for yourself and you tell people, you know what? I am going to feel sorry for myself and pat my own shoulder because it's really nasty. It hurts and not fun. It's not cheap. I mean, it's they have an email. Okay. Mm. And you know what? The worst part is you have to sort of starting to argue. Yeah. Thank you, Emma. It is so, yes. And because you have to, I mean, the most annoying part is that you have to argue with the dentist to just fix the problem because they wanted to start over here. And I said, you know what? The problem is that one. Yeah, and I said, you know what? That's not why I'm here. You are really lucky, Deborah. Yeah, only twice. Wow. So, yes, exactly, Emma. They want more money, and you get annoyed about, sometimes I really, consider to grab a and do it myself to save the money, but I'm not so sure. And then I started to yep. So no, you have all your teeth, oh you lucky girl. I lost half of mine, started to crumble when I got pregnant with my son, and because of all the medication and stuff like that, I mean, it started to crumble. Yeah, me too, Emma. So I'm not sure I'm brave enough for that. I mean that there is a limit how I mean twisted you should be or sort of make your own it is not. Yeah, and that's also what I started. Sometimes, you have to sort of consider that some money is worth. I mean, yeah, don't be cheap on your health. I mean, don't. No. So I mean, don't go on compromise. There's some things that you shouldn't just compromise. I mean, no. But I do it with food, Nutella, caramel pudding, and I'm also going to show you soon. It is soon Christmas. How to make rice pudding with cherry sauce. And I promised Marina to show how she can make a dessert of leftover rice. But I am also going to. No. Oh, so yeah. Oh, she has very not that done thrifty. Oh. No, I am not going to show you how you can pull out your own teeth. don't, don't expect that, Elaine. I could just see the movie, right? First of all, you need a big plumber thing. No. Yes, I know, Diana, and I am going to show you. Yeah. Oh, yes. I, yeah, but normally it's yeah. Okay, it's yes, I am going to show. Yes. Oh, it is so healthy to laugh. Thank you for coming by, girls. I really needed it, my dear friends. Also to sort of wake up my cheek. And it goes up here, and soon it's going to itchy bitchy. So no, but my son keeps saying, "Mom, if I know you right and you lose all your teeth, you're going into your kitchen." Yeah, you, like, and you're going to make your own protease. I mean, my own teeth. Oh, Elaine, no. Oh, thank you, Elaine. So, and I sort of, yeah, you might be right. That day I don't have any teeth. I might go into the kitchen and fix me some. Yeah, that could be a great project. uh, yeah. Uh, yeah, me too. Yeah, I will craft my own teeth. I mean, yeah, I think I have one or two. Yeah, potato teeth. Yeah. But I am going to show you, Diana. Promise, when we are going to have potatoes, mashed potatoes. So, and corn teeth, yes, dried corn. They're tough stuff. Yeah. But tonight it is a poor man's Nutella and caramel pudding. Yeah, more like the entire bottle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was reading about something how the drug people. I mean, an old western, and there was this guy. He has to have his teeth cut out, and they started to give him an entire bottle of whiskey. I mean, yuck. But you know what? I was actually when I got that nasty infection from yeah, it does. Diana, from the dentist. I went to the doctor and he actually told me the best way to sort of disinfect your mouth is actually and go down and buy a bottle of cheap whiskey. Yeah, yeah, I am drooling, and that's why I keep trying myself here. And he said, the best defections is actually to flush your mouth in whiskey, and because he says it was okay. You use a saline wash, yeah, and but I did that, and I can assure you, I didn't regret it. It was like it was burning, but it went. I mean, 3 days. It was. I mean, started to heal again. Yes, whiskey. And I thought he was crazy, but he said it has something to do that it contains really the level of alcohol or and something else in whiskey. It kills everything. It kills everything. Yeah, yeah. My dentist sounds like a pirate. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Lynn. I will remember that. Thank you. Yes, but I have to say sometimes, you can buy things too cheap. Yeah, yeah. Whiskey is actually some of the most yeah, yeah, pirates drink rum. That's right, Tracy. But it has to be whiskey. Yeah. So, yeah. But thank you, Lynn. Yes. And because you know what? Don't buy too cheap because some sometimes I mean it cannot I mean it is difficult to explain, but you can buy things too cheap and it's not worth it. Sometimes if an offer sounds too good to be true, I mean it's 99% it is. Um and sometimes when you stand in the supermarket and you see cakes or anything to cheap, and when you then train your brain to start go backwards, like, okay, you can have that for so little, but I mean, if you can go down and buy a frozen chicken for 10 kroner, what life has that chicken had? I mean, a farmer, I mean, like meat, you and milk, and I mean, you have to be careful because sometimes there can be something wrong. Yeah, and brandy, I can. That's Ruggleful. Oh yes, Deborah. So yeah, castor oil. What is that? I mean, you're right, Elaine. You know what? Sometimes you have to sort of consider that in the old days the thing worked, and today we are actually sort of being brainwashed. We need to spend a lot of money, and that's all it is. I mean, you are going to be brainwashed, right? And I mean, you don't need all that crap. I don't know what is castor oil. Poison. Okay. I never heard about it. I heard about brandy and whiskey. Oh, oh. Is it like a fish oil, or this horrible? They have some nasty stuff here in Denmark. I mean, we never. I have never tried any of this. Yes, liver oil. I know that, Tracy. Yeah, yeah. I think in the yeah, I think you're right, Deborah. A lot of products, I mean, contains, synthetic and bad flavor. I mean, it is mostly if you sort of see how they're and start to read. The most frightening is that I was actually buying a liver pate, and then it said less fat, and I turned it around, and they have switched the fat with synthetic fibers called inulin fibers, and I was like, what? And then I started sort of investigate what is this inulin fibers. I mean, that can give you so much gastro problems. um yeah, and you have to be careful because it is in more and more products, even in cupcakes, and cakes, bread, liver pates, processed food. So because this inulin fibers, I mean, it's like giving like a oily consistent, and that's why they start to use them. And it is horrible because it can really, I mean, damage your digesting. Um, yeah, and it's inulin fibers. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Diana, I have seen that too. I mean, wood, yes. And you know what? During the war, you have to be so careful because a lot of your uh, spices is actually not spices, it's actually flavored sawdust. I was pretty shocked. So that's also why I'm very careful when you see, you know, you can get a bunch of very, very cheap spices, and that's actually sawdust with flavoring. It has nothing to do with spices, and they were actually main, yeah. No, it is listed as fibers, natural fibers, Osimon, or cellulose fibers. Cellulose is if a cellulose fiber is actually wood. It's actually the same substance you use to make paper with. Oh, sorry, Deborah. Yeah, but it is wood. It is actually cellulose is actually made of wood. Like acetate is also wood fiber. Yeah, I would rather eat something with wood into it than, yeah. Oh yes, plastic in bread, plastic powder in baby milk has also been found. I mean, it is horrible. They had a very, in China, they had a very sad case by someone that actually have put plastic powder in milk, melamine powder, and melamine powder is actually plastic. Yeah, and a lot of children, infant died before the Chinese government could stop it. So I mean, and they do that. Yeah, and you can often, you have to really, I mean, be careful. Yeah, so 1% cellulose is okay, rather that than plastic. Oh, good night, Diana. Is it night time? Oh, you did? Yes, Deborah. Good night, sweetheart. Sleep well. Thank you for coming. Oh, yeah, it is. So it is time for you to go to bed. Love you. So happy. So, but I am going to put the recipes onto my channel. So, and you too have a great night and later and sweet dreams. Yeah. So you really have to be careful, and I was actually thinking about it, sometimes thought come when you sort of have a conversation with your son and say, Mom, can you make me some poor man's Nutella? Yeah. And that's the worst part, Emma, because they don't put it on the labels. Oh my goodness, Lynn. Gosh. Oh. Yeah, I feel so sorry because I miss Elizabeth, but I mean, I have been trying to sort of sleep at night, and my toothache, I mean, it has been horrible. So, yeah, yeah, that's probably right. It is very, I mean, difficult. Yeah, it has corn syrup. I mean, everything is so, I mean, synthetic and chemical. Yeah, other ways it is just numbers. You don't have a clue what E500, E250, E106, and I mean, sort of, I mean, the first time I spot something, um, it has an E number to it. I don't know how you categorize, but here in Denmark, we have something that is called E numbers. And these are, I mean, chemical explanation for what the food contains. And there's actually now a debate about how to sort of force them to write the content. But you know what? If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. I mean, yes. And of course, some E numbers are good, but some can also be very bad for you. And most of them also contain saccharin and aspartame and stuff like that. And they are causing for the Alzheimer's and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, Deborah, you just have to pray for your food and don't think about too much. Yeah. So, and I keep laughing when people say organic food. Yes, what is organic ground food? But because you have to consider this is diesel, oil, fume from the tractor. It goes to the air, down on the ground. You have acid rain and a lot of other chemicals that is flushed from the sky to the ground. And how come it should be more expensive? Yeah, yeah, Teflon. Yeah, I mean, we have oil, we have plastic. I mean, we are all I don't know what the word for it. Yeah, it is banned here to Emma. But you know what? Sometimes people just don't write it on the label. They don't write it. I mean, they're inventing so much and so many chemicals, and they're doing it but sometimes, you know, just because you can create something, it's not, I mean, necessary to do it. So, but they're doing it, and to get rid of it, they're filling it in our toothpaste, in everything. Okay, Australia has it too. Yeah. So, yeah, and Denmark is very good at putting things too. And Germany is strict too. Really strict. Sorry, girls, nature calls. 2 minutes, I'll be back. Oh. Okay, they also have an E. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Elaine? Sometimes the only thing you can actually do is to sort of, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So that's how it is. Um, and that's simply exactly, Lynn. I mean, have you ever tried to let it? I mean, there's nothing cream into it. It is water, and it starts to sort of separate. I mean, in that moment, it is sort of melted down. And I mean that I have never, I mean, every time I sort of, I have never seen, how can I explain? I have never seen with the same eyes on ice cream. Uh, like when I saw all that crap that they put into it. So, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of junk into it. I'm trying to get my hair, but it's not easy with my arm. Yeah, see, I can't get it. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you, Elaine. Yeah, like this. Ouch. So yeah, as you do that, Emma, I still have trouble by, moving it. Oh, yes, Elaine, it is. I can assure you. And it is the muscle. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it still give me problem. Yeah, cut lots of hair. And I actually did my own hair braiding yesterday. So I have to take it easy. It is when I have to twist it like this, Elaine, or backwards, it start to hurt and burn here. And there says nothing wrong, nothing broken, but it has to be. And I was, hello, cancers. Yeah, I have something to show you. Hang on, girl. Hang on, girl. It has something to do, Elaine, that some of the muscles has been sprained. Yeah. So, yeah, as you can see, this one is for Kathleen, her playing cards, and a lot of goodies to fill up the weight. And this is for Teresa. She's not here, but I have packed a goodie bag of old papers. And Kansas, I want you to see this one. Can you see it? It is on your way on Monday. I am shipping on Monday. And yes, and there's 8 sets of playing cards, the transparent, the black ones, and I have put, you have got a load of Danish junk mail. I found an old Danish book, one of these cheap paper books you have to cut up yourself, but it seems somebody didn't want to read it because a lot of the pages are not separated. So, and I thought, you know what, you're getting it because you want to have a notebook. And so that's how it is, and it's sealed. Oh, thank you, cancers. Because I like, when I can sort of make them unique, because that means it is easier to trace and look for it. So, and I don't know, you talked about you would have put some extra for the black cards, but I couldn't see them. But I don't know, but it is covered. We can figure it out. Never mind. Yeah. So it is actually, and yeah, a lot of stuff. I have simply filled it up with old papers and yes, old books, old Danish stuff. Thank you, Kansas. So and of course this old book, and I wanted to show you the package because and tell you I am shipping them Monday. Also for Kathleen here, her cards and some. Yeah, I think I even gave you an old newspaper from Denmark. Yeah, I think I did that, Kansas. I think you got a newspaper, and I think also I packed some little flyers, you know, some junk mail from Denmark and Danish maps from the bus. So and as you know, what I'm also is selling, and I think you also got one of these flyers. Is I am packing like this old Danish sheets from books, and this is 300 gram of book pages. I charge $5 for 300 gram. But it will so cost $10 to ship. But if you order like Teresa, like two sheets or 2 sets of paper, you only have to pay the $5 for 300 gram of mixed book pages. And you are getting a free flyer. So you are saving postage, and I am going to write it down how to save the postage, because and if you don't, I am going to fill it up. It is your own responsibility because I am going to fill it up with Danish junk mail. So you are getting a little more than you bargained for. And I get it these days. I just ship it to you girls to be crafty with. I can expect that I can imagine, Kansas. So yeah. So I am going to ship it off. But I promise I'll see if I can. Yeah, my internet connection has been annoying too here a couple of days. It was horrible. I mean, it's and then the dentist problem. Okay, thank you, Kansas. I'll try. Otherwise, we figured it out. No worries. It is going off Monday, no matter what. So, yeah. And I am drinking my water. Yeah. I will do that. Okay, see. The fees, are you paying a fee for doing that? Yes, okay, Emma. Bye. Have a great day. You're welcome, Kansas. Hello, Joey. Good to see you. So yeah, but I am going to make some packets, and Kansas, tonight I am making poor man's Nutella. Oh, it does. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. You know what? Then I'm extra happy that I packed some extra for you. Oh, thank you, Kansas. Happy to hear it. Yes. Oh, so that's why I am so happy. Um, yeah, yeah, and you too, take care, lovely one. So we are going to make poor man's Nutella tonight because my son has asked for it. So that's how it is. And yeah, I am so happy and pleased by, you know, having a child that appreciate and like when you can make your own homemade, less cost, more healthy Nutella. I don't even know if I am allowed to call it Nutella because it is a brand. It is so, but chocolate cream with hazelnuts. Let's call it that, but never mind because I mean sometimes I have invented and sometimes it's like poor man's or stuff like that. Okay, you better do that, Kansas. And I found out what turnovers are. That is with raspberry, right? It is like a dough with raspberry. So, yeah, been to the dentist, Joe. So, yeah, I'm drooling. Yeah. So, that's what we are going to do tonight. And yeah, I better figure out about the international fee. But I'm glad you think it's worth it. I mean, it could have been more, but you are, of course, getting it. So, yeah. So, tonight it is. So, it is the Crafty Kitchen. I mean, Catherine's Crafty Kitchen. So, you also cook in the kitchen, you do craft in the kitchen. So, and I have taken a lot of pictures. I haven't been done much. So yeah, but my guess is that you are also having a great hello Rhonda, Joey, Friday weekend. Okay, Elaine, love you and thank you for coming by. Hopefully you will be able to see the upload tonight. I love you. Thank you for passing by. Have a great night. It's Australia, so it is bedtime. Oh, I am looking forward. I am always so happy, Joey, when you put your pictures and your videos in the group. I love it. Yes, I have some art journals too, or books. I am going to make some paper package for you. Yeah, in the Facebook group. Yes, I love that you're using it. So I have been a little off duty by having a toothache, so I broke one here, so yeah, it is fixed now, but still a little numb and drooling. So and I have to flush my mouth with whiskey. Have you ever heard anything so stupid? My son will cry if I go and buy a whiskey and just use it as a mouth flush and spit it out. So yeah, but unfortunately, the dentist says that when you buy all this mouthwash, he says there's so many chemicals into it, so it is more healthy for you to flush your or yeah, I call flush, right, your mouth in whiskey. Um, maybe I should try and see if a cheap vodka could do the same, because it must be the alcohol, but I am not so fan about it. But I can remember my grandma say also salt water. If you boil some water and put some salt, it has to be pure salt, not this that has put iodine into it. Sometimes they are putting stuff, I mean, into the foods that's not particularly good. So, and as you can see, I have written on my new collar some info for Karen or others. Please, if you like to order my papers, I don't pack them in. I mean, I do sometimes have 12 sheets on one color, but I am more likely to say one set is 12 sheets, sometimes 13, depends on the weight. But I am going to take photos of the colors, and then I like you to to sort of how I have a tongue rash or something, mumbling. Mix your own colors. And I have made these napkins packets. As you can see, I have packed them like this with a husky, and some of them has Hello Summer, but that's I have done Good Morning Carla. I have done it like this and kept a picture because that means I can see all the different, all different mixed. I have 4 different mix. I have put pictures up. One packet with 16 napkins is $3. And if you order 2 different, I'm afraid it is 16 because you pay 5. So including shipment, $8. And number 2 will also be $8, but number 3 will only be $3, and number 4 will only be $3, and you can even have packet number 5 for $3. So you are saving the shipment because the shipment is covered by the 2 sets. And these, when I have sold these, if you order, the money are going to a new sleeping bag for Chopper, for my homeless friend, and some other young people, and a warm new sweater and a pair of shoes for him. So that was the info, and the same with the paper. Of course, if you buy more than 2 sets of paper, you saving the money on number 3, 4, and 5 if you buy 5 sets. So I just need to figure out how to write it down because I am a good speaker. I have actually never been good at writing things. I mean, I am not a grammar expert. I mean, I just write things down. So if it's not grammatic right, or I have the, comma the right place, or dot, forgive me about it. I have grown up by thinking, you know what, life is more than focus on how to write my things. I mean, if it's written so you can understand it, it will be good for me and good for you, hopefully. And it is, yeah, I think you have heard the info is actually that you're the one with that helped me with the napkins. As you can see, I have been a little busy bee here too. And that means I have packed napkins. Kansas, I have made 4 different packets of napkins, all mixed, different. Here, I have packed 10 packets of each and each of them are different. I call that the husky mix, the flamingo mix, Viking mix, and hello summer. And it is a mix of everything, and of course you're getting the free flag. Sorry, the free flag napkin. That's a gift from me. So there's actually 16 napkins in each packet. One packet is $3, but the shipment is $5, and that is what it is for 2 packets. And then the reason why I did 4 different is because when you have bought 2, if you, for example, choose 2 packets, it will cost $8 for each, but number 3 and number 4 will only cost $3 because you have already paid for the shipment by ordering 2 here. So, and I have put some pictures of the mix into my group, so you can actually see, if you see this napkin, you can actually see, okay, together with that one, there's a view of all the napkins, and the money I get for these are going to be for a sleeping bag for my homeless friend, and donated because we have some more young people that is living on the street. So thank you, Kansas. Yeah. So because then I simply know with napkins that is in, so I can be sure that I don't, send the same napkins. So I have chosen one head napkins like this, and as you can see, they are packed like this. So I know these with the husky has the same like this, and some of them have a summer theme. These have flamingo, more flamingos into it, and hello summer, and this has some too. So yeah, and as you can see, I have a big bag here. Yep, and of course there's the free flag. I was even lucky to find 2 different free flags. And always be yourself. Unless you can be a Viking, then always be a Viking. Yes. So, yep. As you can see, I have done a little bit here. And about the paper, I make only the mixed ones with 12 sheets, but if you want different colors, you are the one that sort of tell me, I need 3 red, I need 4 of this or 3 of that. And you can do it. I know somebody has written a comment on my video. They want 2 of each or 6 colors, but she doesn't write anything about which colors she wants. So it's not to sort of, dear Karen, if you see this, it is not to sort of trash you down. I mentioned you. Please don't believe that. I have some people, because I accidentally mentioned them. There was one. It is simply because, you know what, dear friends, I'm not please just write the colors what you need, um, because it is important for me to know that too. Because I have so many colors. So when you just say 6 different of the 6 different colors, do you have? But I don't know which 6 different colors we are talking about. So please, Karen, if you see this replay, I am going to see if I can comment my video, and please note in a mail to me what colors you want and how your mix want to be, and I am of course packing it after you wish. So, and if we can say it like this, you wish are my command if you order something. And I am of course, Kansas, right, sending you all my D-stash like junk mail. I am going to fill it up with some surprises. I am not good at putting notes into it because I actually made some thank you for your order and very fancy, and sorry, Kansas, I forgot to put it in your packet. I mean, I'm not good to remember. I am more, like I want to surprise you with a lot of stuff you can use instead of sort of put, yeah. But I do it with love. I pack it with love for you. I really do. And yeah, you can write on my paper with not so good with these fluffy. So, okay. Oh, thank you, Kansas. Yes. Oh, yeah, Carla. I mean, this is so. Yeah. Oh, I mean, sometimes I even have written a card, and when I have been at the post office, right? I come home and I find the card on the table. Oh, I did that with I never forget. I was so happy to send Elizabeth some Danish postcards, right? And I have been shopping for these special postcards from Denmark, and I went off and I sent it for her, and I came home, and on my kitchen table there was the plastic bag with the postcards I have bought for her that showed Copenhagen. So, but I remembered to send them to her in packet number 2. So that's also what happened when I sort of fill up, because I can assure you, Kathleen, you are getting a bunch of things in here too, to sort of give you something. Yes. Oh yes, you did. And of course, like Teresa, I mean, I'm putting extra. Oh, thank you, Carla. Yeah, because you have tried this. I mean, yeah, but there's also a word here in Denmark, or you probably know, better late than never, right? I am sure Marina can talk about it. 8 weeks for a packet. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's how it is. So yeah, and you know what? I need more water and nature calls. So hang on, girls. Oh. Okay, yeah, Deborah, you two take care. If you already gone, love you. Yeah, the internet. Yeah, we have yeah, we have a temperature drop too, and people still think it's summer because the sun is shining, but it has been windy. We have been having a storm. A Denmark's standard storm is, yeah, like with you, just bro with you, because I know you girls are having harder storms that we can ever have here in Denmark, but we did actually have orkan. They called it orkan, right? I think it's, yeah. Um, yes. Um, it is not warm. So I am dressed warm today. And I also have my windows open to freshen up the air. Of course, I have 20 degrees here. in so it is okay, but yes, you have to dress warm. Yeah, it's 9 with you. Okay, you think it's, yeah. Celsius, yes, 49. We have about, I would say 14 Celsius outside right now. But it is very, very windy. It's so, and the wind is cold. The wind is very cold. But now the sun comes, as you can see. My rhubarbs love the sun. Here you can't see it, but it is shining. As you can see, my rhubarb has got the center spot in the window, and it looks beautiful when the sunlight shine through the green leaves of my rhubarb. So, and Philip is doing well. So yeah, the sun is just rising. Exactly. I mean, I love to have plants in the windows. I mean, but I still got space for my kitty. As you can see, she has each corner. She can choose between the queen um, bed or the dog bed. She loves the old dog bed. I mean, and sometimes she sleeps in, she has like a shark cave where the cave where it is like a little cave make like a shark, so you can actually see her in that little shark head. I think I have placed, I don't know how many little caves for her. So I just got her a tunnel. I mean, she can play with. I mean, she is a rotten, spoiled little kitty. But kitties has to be spoiled, especially if they're sweet kitties. So yeah. Yeah, it must be early. Oh, you know what, Kansas? Same with mine. You know what? Sometimes when I have been out shopping, I bring back a new box for her or a pizza box. I mean, there's nothing so good as a pizza box. I mean, that's I mean, oh yes, the dew color that bring us so much joy. I mean, so and you know what? Sometimes I mean, right now she is sleeping in a cardboard box, and she has all these very nice fancy beds, but nope. And my son brought a pizza, and I haven't been able to sort of throw it out yet because Fiona liked to sleep on top of the pizza box, and I can remember when we got her, she was a tiny bitty, so she could actually fit on this little tiny pizza box. But I mean, there's a lot of more of her, and I can't help smiling when I see her struggle trying to sort of place herself on that tiny bitty pizza box. I mean, where everything sort of, yeah, fall out. And she even have her favorite taburet or chair where she was lying when she was smaller, but she can't stretch out on it anymore because she's got too big for it. But she loves it. I mean, she really loves it. So much joy, so much, I mean, love, so much. I mean, they give us, they give us so much. Yeah, the cats will be cats, and thank God for that, right? I mean, that's so wonderful. So, yep. Today I need to, because Elizabeth said something about she had sent hubby mail for me. So I don't know if I dare go from home before the post have been here. So I think I'm going to wait an hour or two to go somewhere, and I have to put down shopping list for tonight's show in the kitchen, the creative kitchen for for the poor man's Nutella, and that's actually what it is. Um, from and of course caramel pudding. Um, that we are going to have that, and I am going to see if I am going to pack for Mary. Yeah. So what's tonight? It's poor man's Nutella. Oh, what's tonight? It will be and caramel pudding. Um, I don't know exact time, but I think it will be around to make sure that you girls can pass it be with me. Uh, I think it is going to be around midnight my time, and that means about 6 or 7 your time. Um, yeah, but I will announce it on my Facebook when I go live. Yeah, me too, Kansas. It depends if I can have a nap. Otherwise, it is going to be a little earlier, about uh, 6 or 7, maybe afternoon. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, it is, Kansas. So I didn't expect to be. And tonight we have again we had drama outside by police cars, sirens, shooting, police cars, shouting. And it is not fun sometimes to live next to a ghetto area. We have some local gangs, you know, and they sort of started to shoot at people and shoot randomly. And we had a lot of shooting going on. And yep, exactly, Kansas. So that's why I stay home after dark. I am stopped going out after dark, but they're also shooting in daylight, broad daylight. So, but I check. Yeah. So I am staying safe. Thank you, girls, for your concern. But things like that happens here in Denmark too, especially where I live here in Copenhagen, in the dark side, if you sort of see. It is like the Bronx. We call it the Bronx. Um, but it's quiet now. So I know I have told myself if I ever hear the sirens from police cars and they're getting closer, I am staying home. And even, I mean, yesterday I had run out of cat food, so I boiled my kitty some chicken, and I had a pheasant I have boiled for her because I didn't want to go shopping with all these police cars and sirens and stuff like that across the street. So, so that's why I always have extra in depot, in storage for my kitty and me, because there is no need to take any chances. Um, and I think it has something to do. They said in the news it has some. They have arrested uh, a leader of a gang, and yeah, you know. So it is sometimes drama around me. So I think I sent you some of this. I hope I did. I mean, I put it in the box like this. I'm collecting these. No, yeah, it's so right, Carla. You can't be safe any days because it's a crazy world. I mean, what I'm doing is I'm praying every time I go out and just sit down and let my intuition, like my God, decide when it is safe. It's like I feel in my guts, or what you say. Okay, I think I can go now, and normally it is true. I can get safely off. So, yeah, because it is a crazy world. I mean, it's not a happy world. But you know what? Sometimes you also have to consider that you also have to be careful not to let the world destroy. Yes, my intuition. Yes, Carter. Um, I mean, don't let the world destroy your happiness. I mean, sometimes you have to say, you know what? I don't want to have my day destroyed by crap or mean things, and you have to tell yourself, listen, make your own day happy. I mean, if something happened that is, depressing around you, turn it into something positive and do something happy for you, because it is so easy, as you also say, Carla, it's a crazy world. And y- y- I mean, you sit down and you're scared to go out, and I have anxiety, and sometimes I have to convince my anxiety that I can go shopping, um, or do a thing. But sometimes it can be so difficult just to leave your safe place to go shopping, um, because it's like with the food. Sometimes you just have to do it and don't think about it. Try not to think about it. Try to I'm starting to try to sing a song or hum a song, to get my thoughts to get straight, or don't think about all the ugly things. Skip it. I mean, you don't need it. I don't need all that crap in my life. I don't need to see people shooting themselves in the mouth, or all these things that people are doing. Um, yeah, it is right, Kansas. Yes, because it's deep in me, and no, I am not alone about it. But you're right. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes you need to stay in a safe space, because what I have also tried, and yeah. So the world is not kind, but thankfully there are a lot of there are some kindness, and what I'm talking about is also what you give out is also what you get, and what comes around goes around. And that's why I focus more of helping people, and if I have something I can help with, I do it, um, and share with. Mm, yeah, yeah, it's a good way to say it. Yes, Kansas. Yeah, because you have to be careful not to let it control your life. And sadly, I mean, it is so easy for all the bad things, I mean, to control you, but and like the all the environment, but get rid of it. Try to sort of control your own future, but it's not easy. I can assure you it's not easy. Not even in your own home you are secure. I mean, when you hear things and you get sad, it is the most frustrating. But sometimes you can do what you can. Thank you for Katie. She sent me these alarms for my door. And sometimes you have to sort of, put it behind you, but still have it in mind, but work through it and sort of think about your life have to go on. And sometimes you also have to be careful you don't let the government control you. And when I said the government, I mean the pressure of people that is trying to convince you that you can't live without this and you can't live like that and you can't blah blah blah, you can't dress like that, you have to blah blah blah. Like the dentist, don't let the dentist take the control of the treatment. You have to sort of put yourself in control and say, you know what, if you don't do what I ask you to do, I am going to find another dentist that will do it. And sometimes you have to tell them hard and cool and cash and say, you know what, then you're losing some money. Bad for you, because you are actually the one that has to sort of be I don't know how to explain to you, but I think you understand. So, and exactly, Kansas, yes. So, yeah, I can see my mouth is also getting dry. I need something to eat. And I have been on for 2 hours now. So, you know what? I am going to go to my kitchen and check up what I have for the poor man's Nutella. And I am putting in the recipe in the group. Yeah. And I am also going to do that. I'm writing down because I know, Kansas, you don't have Facebook. Yes, I need food and rest. And I was thinking then I am going to put the recipe in the live stream. And somehow put it, if I can redigate it, so I could put it down below the video. So those of you who don't have Facebook can see the recipe, what I'm using. So that's how it is. Yep. And now I am thanking you all for joining me and be with me. And thank you so much, even it is early for you girls. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kansas. Yeah, and you'll be my reward for going on. So, yep. So, hopefully, and say to your son, and I love you all, girls. And thank you for dropping by and have a great day. Thank you. And yes, I will do that, Kansas. And always nice to have you here. So love you all. And I keep trolling, but it's I think I can eat now. So, and you have a nice day too. Love you. See you. Bye for now.